You are patient. Mm-mm. You are so patient, okay? You are so patient. Whoever you are who is here and listening to this message, welcome. Welcome, beloved. I am Nyakwi, and this is a word. Let's get into it. So, like I said, you have been listening. You have been listening, listening, listening. You have been sat down, honey. You have been sat down. I have a feeling if you're here, you're meant to hear this. I have a strong feeling if you're here, you're meant to hear this. So trust. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. Have discernment and receive. So, moving along, you are here listening deeply. You done been through so much in the last year, in the last month. I'm hearing you've been mending your heart and learning to trust your heart again. You're coming back to you, you're coming back to your center. And it's because a lot of things took you out of your center. Took you so out, so far from you. You got lost in the sauce. You got lost in the sauce. You didn't trust. You were in resistance. You were withholding. You were isolating. You were on some fuck everybody. Yes, you were on some go hard in the paint and rage. You probably got tired of yourself. That's what I'm hearing too. You were sick of yourself. And you know what? That's what it takes sometimes. You really need to be sick of you in order for shit to change. It doesn't always have to be like that. Growth doesn't always have to be so, there doesn't have to be so much resistance in growth. There's only resistance when you don't trust in the process of your evolution. Why did it come out like that? Or your evolution. I don't know. Listen, the reason I was saying you're patient today, I'm going back, is because, honey, this reading that I'm presenting to you now has been in the works for the last, I don't even know how long. Okay. At least today, let's say today when I decided, okay, I'm going to sit and do this because something in me was like, come and speak to the people. You done taken your time for you, whatever do you needed to do, you did it. Come speak to the people. And then it was interference this, it was distraction that, it was emergency this, it was, hey, come help me that, hey, ooh, ooh. So that's what I'm saying. It seems like there's something that you've also been working on, something that you've been building, something materially, something tangible that you've been calling into your life. And it just hasn't been going the way you want it to go. Nothing's been going in the way that you want it to go. And this is something that's real close to your heart. This is something that's real close to you. This is something that is is valuable to you, but not so valuable to the people around you, maybe. Maybe the people around you did not see value in it. And so, even though you saw value in it, it wasn't enough to silence the noise. The noise was too much, too loud. And that was also part of your own being sick of yourself, because you were sick of the way that you were not engaged with your full power. You were sick of the way that you were in disempowerment because you were listening to other people and how they were perceiving your situation, instead of standing tall and standing strong, 10 toes down on your business. Okay. You weren't standing 10 toes down on your business. And that was part of your weakness. And I say this with complete love, okay? Because here's another tangent, or another direction that we're going, is that of perfectionism. Get that out of your head, please, right now. Delete, cancel, delete, okay? Sure, it's not that easy. But that's also a mental belief, right? That's also your mind. It's not that easy. That's your mind. That's a belief. And what you believe is your reality, right? And so you're continuing to create this reality where it's not easy. So every time you catch yourself, this is so hard. Let's rearrange. Let's say, you know what? This is really challenging me right now. But challenges can be overcome, right? So release that perfectionism, because guess what? We're here to evolve and learn. That's the point. On a soul deep level, we're here to evolve and learn. And so why are you trying to be perfect? You're trying to make progress. That's what you're wanting to really do here. You're wanting to see yourself go from first grade to second to third, fourth, fifth in your own spiritual evolution. You want to see where you went from A to Z, how you've grown from A to Z, all the ways that you've evolved beautifully through the tragedy, through the beauty, all of it holistically. That's really, it's the whole entire journey that your soul is interested in. But your ego, you're allowing your ego to take the lead and tell you that because it doesn't look a certain way, like these people's perspectives, these people's perceptions that you keep relying on, it doesn't look like what they said it should look like. And so because it doesn't look like that, you think you're failing. You think you're not doing enough. You think the lowest of yourself. And that's not fair to you, babes. You deserve better than that. You are worth better than that. You are worth more than that. You have to trust in your cycles. You have to trust in your seasons. You can have seasons within seasons. You have to trust that your intentions are powerful. And your intentions, when you focus your intentions and you take that arrow and you point it directly at that which you want, and you allow your focus to be, make sure you're really in alignment. And that's what's happening in this present moment. And sometimes alignment really does look like everything falling apart. Because if it wasn't built on solid ground, honey, it can't take you where your soul is desiring to take you. So what's happening now for you is alignment of soul and matter. Your matter, your physicality, your personality, ego structure is finally allowing this alignment. Again, because you sick of your shit. And it's a level of sick of you that doesn't come with judgment. It doesn't come with fear. It doesn't come with blame. It doesn't come with shame. It doesn't come with any of those because you've come to a point where you've allowed yourself to experience all your emotions in all of their ways. You've allowed yourself and or you are in the process of allowing yourself, knowing that there are so many of you here tuning in and listening. So you're on or you're moving into this trajectory, right? Where you accept yourself. You accept that quality of yourself that's the yang, you accept the quality of yourself that's the yin, you accept that the balance is required within yourself for you to be whole. And so you're like, you know what? Hell is here. I've been there. Mm-hmm. And it's part of the process. You got out. You got out the trenches. You made it out the trenches. You tasted the light. You tasted yourself. It was delicious. That's available for you here. So you're balancing the two and allowing yourself to be somebody who is in between worlds. Yeah, you're in between worlds. You're in between this physical existence, okay? But you've also got a huge aspect of yourself, a greater part of yourself that is deeply rooted into the spirit, okay? And you're a rare breed in the sense that you recognize this. You recognize this balance, this harmony. And so all is harmonizing within you. Okay. You are harmonizing. At one point, you may have been isolating. At one point, you may have been isolating. At one point, you may have been resisting community. At one point, you may have needed the space from community. You've needed to think about what community means to you. What does friendship mean to you? What do connections mean to you? You have a lot of people in your space and in your life, but still you feel lonely. There's a lot of people around you, but you're still by yourself. You're trying to make sense of this. You're trying to find your tribe. You're trying to find your community. You're trying to find your people. You're trying to find your crew. You're trying to find your tribe, your people, your bestie, your clique, your what, you're trying to, and I keep saying you're trying to, and I'm wanting to shift out of that language. You're calling in, you're attracting. But there's also parts of you. The reason why your soul family hasn't completely shown up, like everybody hasn't shown up yet, is because of these energies that you are releasing, that you are releasing, that you are recognizing as a part of your past that can't come with you to the present because you're in this phase of aligning all of these things. You're realizing these people haven't shown up yet because there are pockets within you where you've been in disempowerment, where you've been existing in disempowerment. You've been embodying disempowerment. And so you've been attracting people who mirror that to you. They are also disempowered in some way, shape, or form that is in sync with you. And so the more that you step into your power, the more that you're going to attract people and they'll reveal themselves to you. You'll be able to see them too. Because listen, honey, this stuff right here is blinding. That which is disempowering you, the beliefs that are disempowering you, the stagnant energies that are keeping you frozen in a space, keeping you from evolving, all this stagnant energy. You don't want to be friends with these people. You want your friends, the ones that are in their full power. You want those people because guess what? Those people will see you the way that you see them, the way that you see yourself. You have been so patient. And there's a level of you've needed to be patient with yourself too. You've needed to learn how to be patient with yourself. It's a part of reparenting yourself as an adult. Maybe you were in an environment in your younger years, in your childhood years, where there was a lot of anxiety. There are a lot of things that triggered anxieties within you. And these anxieties took you took them with you throughout your life, and to the point where it became crippling for some people, and it's still crippling for some people. There are ways where this anxiety is still crippling you, where you're still frozen in a particular time and space that is not here in the present, that is not here right now. Because here right now in the present is where the alignment is. If you are, you know, too caught up in the past, if you're too caught up in the future, you have no space to be here. And here is distinct from yesterday and tomorrow. Here's the only thing that's real. And in the last month, you've maybe been facing some real raw aspects of yourself. Real, raw, deep truth. Ugly truth. The hideous truth. The truth that sometimes you don't even reveal to other people. And there's a connection to intimacy in that I'm feeling coming up, but it also is a different direction, and I don't feel that we're going in that direction right now. But right now we're focusing on what do you need to do to presence yourself in this moment? And how can you do that on a regular basis so that you're always here? And you don't get yoinked or yanked to the past or to the future without your without your free will, without you choosing, without your choice. You have a choice. You always have a choice. I'm here to let you know that your patience is coming to fruition. There's something coming to a culmination because something is coming to fruition. This patience is culminating because all of the momentum that you've been working on. Because listen, you've been on a journey, right, for some time. You're not new here. You're not new to this. This is something that you've been experiencing and moving through for some time now. Again, these projects that you've been working on, these tangible things that you have, that you've been calling in, that you've been wanting to create, they're here and available. And you will make it real. You will take it from imagination to reality. You sure will. The angels are here guiding you to trust yourself, to listen deeply to yourself, to take moments of quiet, to take moments of space and time and solitude for yourself. Take time to be with you, to listen to you, to listen to your heart, to listen to your inner self, to listen to your intuition, to listen to you more than you're listening to those outside of you. Who, by the way, were not there when you and the divine was having a meeting about your purpose here. They had nothing to do with what you're doing here. The divine sent you here. And so you're listening to the divine. You're finally listening. You're like, you know what? I've been resisting for so long. I give up because things haven't been going the way that I've been trying to control them. You've been trying to control, and now you're surrendering because you're like, you know what? all my ideas were not working the way that I wanted them to work. So I'm gonna let the divine take the wheel. I'm gonna take a back seat in a sense. I'm gonna let my ego take a back seat. Let my ego and the parts of me that are unhealed take a back seat. I'm gonna let them be there on the ride. I don't have to reject them. I don't have to abandon them. I don't have to be mean to them. I don't have to, I don't have to deny those aspects of me. I can still say, you know what? I see you right there. I see you, anxiety. You sit right there sit right there on that passenger seat, or sit in the back seat. Strap yourself in. Put your seatbelt on. Okay, just sit tight. I got it. Higher self got it. Okay, divinity in me got it. Even if I don't know, I'm forever connected to the divine, and the divine knows the divine lives through me, so I know. So in due time, I will take the steps that I need to take to get me to where I need to go for the divine plan to follow through. Meanwhile, knowing again that the whole entire journey is the point. The whole entire journey is the point. You can't skip steps because each step is a part of the point. You can't escape. You can't go around. You can't bypass, is what I mean. You cannot bypass certain steps that you are meant to take. And so, beloved, your crown is on right. It sure is. And you are the light. Yes, your darkness exists within you. And the difference is you are aware of your darkness. You are aware of how you can manipulate this reality to create hell or create heaven. You realize that the power really is in your hands and in your choice and in what you choose. So, what are you choosing? What do you choose? What do you desire to create? What do, what do you desire for yourself in your life in this moment? Even all of these projects that you're working on, the the why is so important. Why are you doing this? What is the motivation? And keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. Why? Why are you doing it? From what place are you operating? There is something that I'm being reminded of right now, that there are certain ventures, journeys that you go on, certain things that you take up as a way to heal different aspects of yourself, wounded aspects of yourself. And so when those places are now healed, sometimes you don't need to be on that venture anymore. You don't need to be on that journey anymore. You don't need that person, place, thing any longer, because you've healed what you needed to heal through that. And now you can release it and move on to something else. Somebody caught that word. So it's really important for you to ground yourself into this material reality. And I know that that's where you're going. That's the journey you're going, because that's what you're recognizing is you done been doing a lot of escaping. You've escaped in all of these different ways that you know how to escape. And you're realizing you gotta go through it. You can't escape it. And for your life to really get better, you have to take power back into your hands and say, this is what I'm choosing. And this is what I'm desiring. This is what I'm wanting. This is what I'm creating. This is what I'm intending. This is my choice. Pure. So, grounding into your body, coming into your body, utilizing your breath to bring you here to this present moment. Matter of fact, let's all just, wherever you are right now, if you are in a safe enough space to just take a deep breath in through your nose right here And let it out your mouth in a gentle sigh. Another one here, in through your nose. And just gently sigh it out your mouth. And another beautiful, relaxing one here, in through your nose. And sigh it out. And allow your breath to settle to its normal pace. And just allow yourself to feel just how those 3 breaths maybe shifted something in you or moved something in you. Or if you want to keep breathing, that's beautiful too, as you continue to listen on in here. I'm about to end this here, but just one thing I wanted to say about the voice, about the, oh, hey, I guess something wants to come through about the voice. So we'll get to that in a second. But nope, we won't get to that in a second because I lost whatever I was going for. The voice. Your voice is important. Oh, honey, your voice is powerful. Your voice is magic. Your voice is healing. Your voice is everything. And you're being called to use it. Use it. I don't know why it's like use it or lose it. It's very simple. It's like if you're not going to step into your purpose, that's okay. That's your free will. If you're not going to use your voice, which is a part of your purpose, it's okay. It's your choice at the end of the day. But you came here to use your voice. You came here to experience the challenges. You came here to grow through it all, evolve through it, move through it, and inspire others. And so, chop water, chop wood, carry water. I love you so much. I pray that this has resonated, that something in here has hit you where it needed to hit you, and I'll be here with another word again soon. Peace.